oh fucking hell! I just saw the fucking. I looked to my right and saw the defenders dropping off, and I was just like, oh, just giving up.
Callum fucking Chambers! Yes!
Hey guys, we just thought we'd do something different for you this week. We're essentially giving our live reactions to the Liverpool and Arsenal match because we have them both on. Liverpool's this side, Arsenal's that side, if that helps. Doing it through completely legal ways, of course. Sky Go and
Sky subscriptions.
Otherwise.
Yeah, multi-room.
So we hope you enjoy this section.
Also, we're taking it back to 2013! Boy.
And like, as he kicks it, he's like, Dishy!
Who's that? Alexander
Arnold. What the fuck's that? Gang signs! Gang signs! Slaked him in the media.
7 years.
Oh no! That is such a good goal if he's onside. Where did that come from?
And we're losing. I can't believe that's just happened. I never know what to think of Kolasinac either.
I think you should play him as a centre back, not a left back. Because he's
tall
got.
enough.
He is. He's like 6 foot, isn't he? Isn't he? Oh, I always look at him and think he's really tall.
He was the Bundesliga left back of the season.
Yeah,
2
when you
seasons
got him,
ago,
yeah.
and I was like, wow, this is a statement.
Yeah, because you got him, and we got a relegated Andy Robertson in the same season, and I was like, could have had fucking Kolasinac. And now look at him. He looks tall.
He's not that tall. Google it.
I'm fucking googling it.
He's goggling it.
1.83 meters. So that's got to be 6 foot.
Alright, I stand corrected.
Rob wins! Do I get a point?
No.
Come on, man.
I need them. Shit, it's me. Fuck. Not Pierre.
I reckon I should get. Oh, that's nice. Surely. Fucking hell. Surely, yeah. There you go. Aspilicueta. That should have been cleared. That's terrible defending.
I mean,
what the fuck is Trent doing here as well?
He almost got it the second time, but Adrian, but it was below him.
It's not his fault. It's fucking defenders.
The goal has been called offside, ladies and gentlemen, as Aspilicueta has lost one.
This is. I know it's like good for me, but this is fucking ridiculous. You've got to give the benefit to the striker there. If you can't tell by like your eyes, happened yesterday as well, didn't it? With of course you find that funny. Spurs, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it Spurs? I'm not sure. Oh, I really want to have a look at this again because I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
He's got a shit haircut, doesn't he?
Means. It's got a shit haircut.
It's like the dreadlocks equivalent of a bowl cut.
He's got shit hair, mate. That's his worst feature.
It is.
As a footballer, I really hate your hair. You got to think of the all-time greats and the fantastic hair they've got. Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, Fat Ronaldo.
Thin Ronaldo.
Then again, he did have that phase of the
yeah.
which ain't the best.
Don't tell me this is a red card.
For who?
For Maitland-Niles, it fucking is, isn't it? He's off.
Yeah, he's going. If he gives him that, yeah. Oh, no. Just pretend you're injured. He won't give
He's
you.
got the card out now, it's happening.
An unofficial drinks break.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gone.
It is a second yellow card for Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Arsenal may see that as adding insult
That's a
to
poor,
injury.
poor decision.
They are down to 10 men.
Zuma's on the pitch, which means that they can't sub the other lad, Tomolo, because he's on a yellow as well now. I don't think that was a red. From my
Well, in my
reaction.
view, he got the ball first.
Yeah.
There will be some considerable amount of
The only reason they could give a yellow is if he went, like, the follow through was deemed aggressive, and I don't think it was.
I mean, to me, it's like his studs were up, and I can see that, but
If he wasn't on a yellow, would you say it's a yellow card?
not in my opinion.
No, I agree. No.
Yes! Callum Chambers!
Chambers has just walked onto the
However,
pitch.
bad because they've taken Saka off.
Oh, and Liverpool almost just scored again.
So
Hit the bar.
We're back for the second half, as
Second
you can tell.
halves.
We're down to 10 men. And down a goal. Liverpool, as Liverpool do at present, are winning everything.
Oh, what a save that is.
I mean, it was kind of straight at him.
Fucking piss off. What's the score, Sam? Yeah.
2-0, I know.
Don't at me.
You've got big verge there.
Should be getting that on target. Big verge. One of them verges.
Oh, I'm not liking this at all. Go on, Callum. Yes, boy.
Would you like another cup of tea, Sam?
I would love one if you're offering.
Yeah.
Have you got some milk?
Yeah.
Have you got milk?
I've got milk. You have to give me more room than that, so I'll tell you that now. Please have a gander at the back of my shirt. Me and Brendan Rodgers knew. We knew.
Louis
Now an
Alberto.
84 on FIFA.
Louis Alberto. Oh, you've just got me for the next 10 minutes. And he's given away a free kick! Yes!
Who?
Yes!
Who?
Somebody's fouled Grealish and the ref has bought it. Probably because of that haircut. It's fabulous. Look at the way it swooshes in the wind. Oh my god, the drama.
I don't know what's happening.
Grealish's hair is swooshing in the wind.
Oh, I'm missing it!
I couldn't tell you how erect I am right now for that haircut.
It's not going to show it. Essentially, it got flashed across the box and he tried to be fancy with it. So they just swung a leg at it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, fuck.
Go on.
Referee!
Penalty.
Yeah.
Yes! Sorry. Fucking well played, Guendouzi.
He played. That was really nice footwork from him then. Definite penalty. Definite penalty. Yeah. See you in a bit.
You could use that as a fucking, like a meme. Me going, yes!
Arsenal player goes down. Sam's reaction. Yeah!
People say that we cheat, and I don't think we do. Like, none of our players go down readily to fucking dive. But it's always saying, old Arsenal, always cheating. They're always
Is it
giving it to
Pepe?
Pepe.
Oh, fucking
dear.
hell. Oh.
Well, I mean, this will be his first goal, but if he gets it in, I can't look. Yes!
I thought he'd missed.
That's a Bamiyang for you. I love that man.
Handball! Thank you. Fucking hell. Oh, Jorginho's not
Oh.
happy. Finish. Oh. I thought it was not even my team. I'm like, God! It's no one near. He's done him! He's fucking done him!
I told you! Put him in the team! Look at this.
Guendouzi with the ball. Oh, okay. Well. Oh, mate, he's fucking chipped him. He's
Chipped him from the 6-yard box.
He's fucking done him.
Chipped him from inside the 6-yard. Oh, keeper, you. To quote Gary Neville, you should have done better.
And also, to quote Gary Neville,
That's going to be one of the highlights. And then watch, they'll score here.
Oh, can you imagine if they come back to win this now? Oh, fucking hell, we brought Lallana on. We're desperate.
Look at them talking, he's like, oh,
Louis is shit, isn't he? Yeah,
yeah.
mate. Oh, Pierre.
What are we going to do here?
Oh, Louise is fucked off.
And he's like, well, if you guys think I'm shit, then...
Why is Aubameyang a brummie?
No, Louise.
Why is Louise a brummie?
Yes! Woo!
Didn't really want this to happen.
Yeah, you did.
Because we're going to fucking draw now, and you'll be like, oh. Who scored it in the end?
This pillow. It was Aubameyang. Free kick.
I'm really nervous right now, and you need to bear that in mind.
I'll watch your game now.
Nah, yours is where all the goals are. 4 minutes? Where the fuck have you gotten that from? Matip, get goal side of him for fuck's sake.
Oh.
Why wasn't Matip? I literally saw that coming. Ridiculous. Yes! Oh, fucking hell. Yes, boys.
Welcome to the results of the week, where we discuss the results of the week. And
Well summarised, mate.
So we'll start off with my prediction of Southampton and Bournemouth, which I got wrong, but I got the result right. I said it would be a boring 1-0 to Bournemouth. It was a 3-1 to Bournemouth. Not really much to say. 1 point for me. They played all right. I didn't really see any crackers there.
Harry Wilson scored an open play, and I immediately said we need to really think about getting him back to Liverpool. Really.
Yep, he's knocking on the door.
He is, isn't he? Yeah.
Knocking on the door.
And he's still so young.
Somebody's ringing the bell.
And he can take set pieces, which we can't.
Set piece, yeah. It was a good game. I had it on in the background while I was cooking my chicken. There's some background for you, and it was nice. It was nice.
Nice.
It was nice.
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
Moving on to Burnley versus Norwich.
I didn't watch this. It wasn't on TV, was it?
No. But I thought it'd be 2-0 to Norwich. And it was completely opposite, 2-0 to Burnley. I don't really remember. Woods scored twice, didn't he?
Yes.
I think one was a cross-in, and he headed it in, poor defending from that. And then he, you know, the one got scored against you. What's he called, the Aston Villa striker?
McGinn?
No. Who nicked it in front of Louise? It was the same as that goal.
Yeah.
Got in front of the defender,
Sore
nicked
point.
it. No point. You're alright now. You're all
Shut
right.
up.
I remember Pookie had a chance at the start and he missed it.
Yep.
And you'd expect Pookie to be scoring then. But yeah, that's all that happened really.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Did I underestimate the firepower of Manchester City? What a game! If I was a Watford fan at this point, I would be resigning myself. And I'm sorry for the Watford fan that does watch this, but my God, you've had apart from us, where we gifted you a point. You guys have been awful. The thing that I want to point out that you pointed out earlier, Dale Lafeo's heat map for that match. He had 13 touches.
There.
13 touches, and 8 of them with a kick-off.
My favourite was he completed 11 out of 13 passes. 8 of them from kick-off. I was like, smashed it. But you've got to say well done to Man City for doing that.
When I was listening to it on the radio, because I like to enjoy my football across all mediums, from the radio,
Get on with it.
to on to live,
Yes, get on with it.
to on the television, to live score predictions and updates and things.
Get on with it.
But anyway, enough about my hobbies. Kevin De Bruyne apparently had a fantastic game, and his goal was apparently phenomenal. Again, I didn't watch it, I was listening. But yeah, if I was a Watford fan, I would be seriously worried about the drop.
Yeah. As we were saying that just before, weren't we? I'm just going around here because I seem to have lost the predictions. So, West Ham, Man United. This was mine, wasn't it? And I was like adamant that United were going to win. You did.
Play the clip from last time, Rob. Do you want to go with your gut instinct?
Yeah.
On
It
your
served
track
me
record.
so well so
On
far.
your track record.
Yeah. I'm
Just
gonna...
consult the points tally.
No, it's fine. I'm going to stop trying to change my... Yeah,
As you can see in that clip, I said, do you want to trust your instincts on this
I
one?
was like, yeah, man. And obviously West Ham turned up and won 2-0. So once again, I got 0 points.
What do we say about Man United? I'm sick of their fans thinking that they're something when they're not. They're in big trouble. If you look at their squad, they're in big trouble. Who have they got? They've got kids.
They haven't been the same since Fergie left.
No.
And they are far from being there without... I don't know, like 300 million being spent on them, really. Like,
I think you're going to need more than that, and I think you're going to need a lot of time. You've got glimpses of great players in McTominay. I think he looks quite good. But in terms of everything else on the pitch, you've got rid of Lukaku, you've got rid of Alexis, and they needed to go. But in terms of big game players, I don't think Maguire's the big game player. I've been slowly being impressed by Wan-Bissaka. I think he puts in some good challenges, but he's not Jesus. You know, he is not the best right back in the Premier League, in my opinion.
Who would you say is?
I wouldn't say
No, I wouldn't say
Alexander
Trent.
Arnold.
No.
Probably Kyle Walker. Probably. I like Bellerin, but he's not defensively solid. He's good, but he's not the best in my opinion. I think it's Kyle Walker.
Okay.
So yeah, I think your squad is screwed, basically. Call me biased. I don't like Man United, but you're playing a load of kids. Rashford's injured.
Rashford, I don't think Rashford's been good when he wasn't injured. He hasn't really done that much.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah. That finished 2-0, so 0 points to me. On to Arsenal versus Aston Villa, which you will get some footage of us watching
You
this.
will get the highlights of this, and I'm going to preface it by saying that was a roller coaster of emotions. We made that so much harder than it needed to be, but we won 3-2, and I predicted that we would win 3-1, so I was 1 goal out. What I'll say, Saka looks like a player. It's nice to see Pepe get a goal, especially with Aubameyang not pulling rank on the penalty and giving it to Pepe. I love that. I love that team building. Willock, I thought looked good when he came on. But the big man that's going to get my plaudits in this game, as you will see, is Callum fucking Chambers. And we're going to get that on a t-shirt. Because that boy has done it again and produced the goods again. And he, now that Maitland-Niles is injured, he should be starting.
And you've literally been begging for him since the start of the season.
Yeah, I've called it.
Yeah.
He's looked great. Every time he's played, he's looked great.
And after putting that type of performance in, if he doesn't play him, you've got to look at the manager and say, what are you doing?
Yeah, I know Bellerin's coming back, but for now, I would be saying play Callum Chambers.
Well, as soon as Bellerin's back, you can put him in centre back. The two that you've got on are arguably playing shit. Especially Louise.
Yeah, as I said last week, I would be playing, when they're fit, Kieran Tierney, Rob Holding, Callum Chambers, and Hector Bellerin as our back four.
Is Holden injured?
No, he's just come back as well. So there's 3 players there that could easily fit into our back four.
You could do a completely different for back 4.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it would be better. Aubameyang's free kick, sublime. And the only other negative thing I'm going to say is David Luiz, sort your fucking life out or go back to Stamford Bridge. I'm sorry, mate, it's not good enough.
Moving on to Leicester versus Tottenham, which I'm sure Sam will enjoy talking about. I predicted this before you get into your laughing fit that Tottenham would win 3-1.
And what are they? What are they? They're the first team in history to go 2-0 up and lose 2-1. And I said this in the fucking in the watch live watch. That's the most Spursy thing that you can do. James Maddison, he needs to be in the England team.
Yeah.
And I'd like to sign him.
I've got a question for you and you guys. Leicester, top 6 contenders.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I think they can really do it, especially with what Brendan Rodgers is doing there. He's bringing the right type of players in and playing the right style of football.
Yep.
I genuinely put them in there now and say they're going to be there.
Yep.
Because they're third now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yeah. If I were a big club, you know, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, I don't think Man City, or Tottenham, I would be sniffing around James Maddison. I think he is of the calibre to play for one of those teams and to do well. But I think he's too big for Leicester, in my opinion.
Madison. I'd have him.
Yeah,
he's
I'd have him.
wicked.
I'd have him. He's like a young, I say, a young Ramsey.
He'd sit really well into our centre midfield as well.
Same.
He's got the right mentality.
Same. It's a like for like swap, that is, in my opinion, for Ramsey. Gets the goals. He's a box to box midfielder. I'd sign him.
I don't rate Ramsey still.
I know you don't. He got his first goal for Juve on his debut, though. So.
Ooh.
And Ronaldo was like, "Oh, very well done. Yes, I'm Portuguese." So there you go.
Do you reckon he says that after every sentence? He's like, I'm Portuguese.
That's what he does. Photoshop Ronaldo's face.
Moving on to Everton versus Sheffield United.
I couldn't have got this further from the truth.
I texted you, didn't I, after the game?
I couldn't have got this further from the truth.
Where's that Everton hat-trick?
I'm almost tempted to say take a point off for that, because that was sticking my neck out.
Nah, I can't take a point off.
But
that'd be cruel.
I mean, yeah, but Sheffield United, I was surprised there at Goodison.
They did really well.
Yeah,
Really well.
Again, this was one of the games that wasn't live, so I couldn't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But from what was being said on Soccer Saturday, they were quite good. We'll get into where they're going to go next week in the predictions. But yeah, so no points for me on that one. Got that one completely wrong.
Yeah. Newcastle Brighton, that I had down as Newcastle to win 2-0, which didn't happen. It was really boring, nothing happened, it was 0-0.
Boring 0-0 draw, that one. And Rob's shirt just went really red for some reason and then went back.
Red!
There you go.
Oh, wow, that
was
was
really Yellow! Oh, no, okay. Then we move on to Crystal Palace versus Wolves, which I said would be 2-1 to Palace. And this was frustrating because this would have been another point, but sadly it ended 1-1, which I'm happy with for Wolves because they are struggling. They are really struggling with the Europa League. They're too thinly spread, that squad. But they managed to get a point with the last kick of the game. So 1-1 that ended, and no points for me.
And finally we have Chelsea versus Liverpool, which we also watched live. No, I wouldn't say roller coaster emotions for me, but I got very upset in the last 20 minutes.
As you will see.
When Chelsea scored their first, with Kante just absolutely walking through the midfield, though.
That was a beautiful goal.
Yeah,
top draw.
But you'll see. I got 2 points because I said it was going to be 2-1 to us, which actually finally brings me into double figures. Yes.
So the points tally at the end of this week, after I pick up a colossal 3 points and Rob
Right.
picks up a measly 2, that's the differentiation there. 3, 2.
I
There you
mean,
go.
I got more than last week.
Yeah,
So.
we did better than last week.
Is that the most I've had in a week?
It's
No, I've got 3 before.
yeah. So that leaves me on 17 points.
Yeah.
And Rob on
10.
points. Moving on.
Moving straight on to the predictions, where Sam's temperament will fall dramatically.
nosedive. Sheffield United versus Liverpool. Quick one because I'm in a bad mood already. It's going to be Liverpool and I'm going to give it 4-0. There you go. No, your turn.
4-0?
4-0, your turn.
Bournemouth versus West Ham, I think it is. Bournemouth coming off the back of a win, I believe. As are West Ham, I think. Yeah. They just beat United. I'm going to go for Bournemouth anyway. I think Bournemouth will smash it. Smash it in the lightest word. 2-1, I reckon. 2-1 Bournemouth. So you have Aston Villa versus Burnley.
Well, I am backing Aston Villa, so I'm going to give it to Burnley and I'm going to say 1-0. Boring 1-0.
To
Burnley.
Burnley. Okay, fair
Fuck
enough.
Villa.
What if Arsenal win?
I'm still going to say fuck Villa.
Chelsea versus Brighton. You got to give it Chelsea for this. 3-0. 3-0 Chelsea. So you have Crystal Palace Norwich.
Norwich 2-0.
Norwich 2-0.
2-1.
2-1. Sticking with 2-1.
2-1.
2-1. Tottenham versus Southampton. Tottenham coming off a loss, but I think they'll do the same thing as Man City did. 2-0 Tottenham. So you have Wolves against Watford. Watford coming off an 8-0 defeat.
This one's a really difficult one to pick because Wolves are crap
Mm-hmm.
and Watford are terrible.
Yeah. They're 19th and 20th, aren't they? Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Watford. 2-1 because Wolves seem to be just shagged on their feet every week.
Fair enough. I get Everton versus Man City.
Easy points for you.
4-0. 4-0 City. And you get Leicester versus Newcastle finally.
Leicester. 2-1. 2-1 Leicester.
Cool.
And then you've got one more, which is the big one next week, which is Man United versus Arsenal on Monday night. At Old Trafford.
1-1. 1-1, I reckon.
Are you doing that to placate me, or is that what you actually think
No,
it's going to be?
I think that.
Wow.
You're offended by that?
No, not at all, mate.
No.
I think we're going to lose it.
Oh, really? No, I think you'll be
We're
alright.
recording this before the end of the actual last 2 games, so
Yeah, this is
half time.
of Liverpool and Arsenal on the Sunday.
Yeah, so as it stands at the minute, we're fucking 10 men down, and
You 10 men there.
sorry, we've got 10 men on the pitch, and we're 1
1-0
goal
down,
down.
yeah.
So, to my mind, at this point in time, we're fucked, and we will be fucked for the rest of the season. Enjoy that. Comment below how fucked we are on a scale of 1 to 20. 20 being apocalypse, nuclear holocaust kind of fucked, destroy the club and let termites build it back up afterwards. And 1 being, yeah, you're alright.
Once, not even good. Yeah, it's alright. So there's no good option. It's just like, you're alright, or
Yeah. Do that again. It's you're alright or no sympathy because there's no sympathy in a post-apocalyptic world, Rob. There you go.
Okay.
That's more like it. Welcome to War and Peace with Ollie Nissen. So we start off with the Spurs team. Yep, I agree with you there. Alderweireld, Vertonghen, maybe Moura. Not a fan of Moussa Dembele. I think he's getting a bit too old there for you all. Harry Kane. Yeah, I guess so. Why not?
Do you think he could link up with Aubameyang, Harry Kane, though?
Yeah, I think so.
Reckon?
Yeah, maybe. I reckon it could happen. Regarding our defence, key talking topic, Ollie. What do you think? Not sure what the fuck is our defence is doing. Neither do I. Sideshow Bob is conceding stupid penalties, correct, and needs to be benched to get his hunger and attitude sorted. To be honest with you, there's been nothing of the old David Luiz in that Arsenal shirt. There's been nothing. I don't see, I mean, he's getting angry with people. He's got rah and kind of, shouting at everybody else. But the whole point is you're supposed to be the fucking leader, mate. Get stuck in, do your job, and be the leader that led Chelsea to the fucking Champions League. I'm sorry, I'm getting angry.
No, it's fine. Carry on.
Holding, I don't know why Holding isn't in the team this week, or more importantly, where is Callum Chambers? He's on the bench. Do you know the two games where we've had a clean sheet this season, he has been in the team. Why is he not playing? Is it because he's not a big name, like Socrates, where he was at Dortmund, or David Luiz, where he was at PSG and Chelsea? I don't know. Give the boy a chance. Give him a chance, Emery, because it's clearly not working. Equally, Mustafi was in the team against Eintracht Frankfurt, and he looked pretty fucking good. Credit where credit's due. He looked good.
Yeah.
Then there's one for you, son.
And I actually think it ties into what you were just saying, because the question was, don't you think Arsenal is like Liverpool before getting Van Dijk? I would say yes and no. I think the main change was, as you said, about giving the youth a chance. And we always played Matip and Sacco at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Sacco's a bit of a difficult player to talk about for Liverpool because some people think he was literally amazing and literally the best defender we ever had. And then Klopp came in and he obviously fell out with him. And in came Gomez. And I think we were a lot better defensively as soon as we started doing Matip and Gomez. Obviously, I'm not saying that Van Dijk wasn't amazing. I think Van Dijk's the best Premier League centre-back, as well as the best centre-back we've ever had. But in terms of good offensive but give stupid errors away defensively, yeah, I completely agree. Especially we were terrible under Rodgers set pieces, which is why I'm still terrified of them today. So yes and no, I guess you'd say, really. Definitely in the sense of you're great going forward, but defensive weak.
I disagree with that. I don't think we're great going forward.
Well,
I'm going to say it now. We've looked toothless against Aston Villa. We looked relatively toothless against Watford. Okay, we scored 2 goals. But, really, when you take into account what Man City did to them this week, we're lauding Aubameyang, Pepe and Lacazette as this amazing front three that's, capable of doing the same thing as Firmino, Salah and Mane do for Liverpool. But I just don't see that. I think Aubameyang's carrying a lot on his own shoulders, but Pepe so far has got 1 assist. I've been really disappointed with him, and the fucking kid Saka, Bukayo Saka's come in and he seems to be doing more for the team.
Yeah.
And he's 18. So I'm sorry that there's something wrong.
Do you blame the manager or the players themselves for that?
I think Pepe needs time to adapt.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind he's only had really 1 good season at Lille.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't look past the fact that the manager has never had a good defensive record wherever he's gone.
Mm-hmm. What I will say in terms of Pepe is he has shown signs of brilliance.
Yes.
And I think, as you said before, when we were watching the first half, he just needs that first goal to give him that confidence. And arguably, I'd say your whole team needs that.
Yes.
Like, when you score first, you usually go on to win, I would say.
Yep, I would agree.
But it is that confidence, as soon as that first goal's against you, everyone's heads drops.
Yeah. There's a part of it that I think is our fault as fans, because we make even in the ground when we go 1-0 down, you can feel the kind of toxicity seeping in, and the expectation and the weight and the energy drains out of the place, because we've got such a high standard in the form of the Invincibles, and then you look at this, and frankly, it's not good. Or in my opinion, it's not good enough. I'd prefer to have the Liverpool team, being brutally honest, because that reminds me of the Invincibles, the flowing football, the solidity at the back. You can't fuck with that. But for somehow we lost it, and I think frankly we demolished that team too quickly. We should have had a transition period instead of selling all of them off and then changing it within a year to players that aren't as good anyway. Sorry, I'm rambling.
No. In terms of when I asked you about management,
Mourinho.
Yeah, and two other managers that were highlighted here were Antonio Conte and Allegri, who are very different to Mourinho, I would argue.
I am going to stick up for myself here, Ollie. I disagree. I don't think we've got the power to pull Allegri to the club. I just don't think he's going to come to us in the state that we're in at the minute.
Who's he with now? Milan, is it?
It's not Juventus.
Conte's at Juventus, isn't he?
No, Conte's at... No, I think he might still be at Juventus.
Allegri?
Yeah, Allegri.
Okay.
I think he is at Juventus. Yeah, you...
Let's have a quickie...
No, it's Allegri. Just type
my bad.
Type in Allegri.
Allegri. Did I spell it wrong? Somebody's done something. That's with Allegri.
Current manager.
Yeah, Juventus. Oh.
Click on his wiki. Click on his wiki. Managerial career, go down to Juventus. Down.
Yeah, it must be still at Juve if there's nothing after.
That he would leave the club at the end of the season on May. Oh no, so he isn't the manager at the minute. Okay, well even still, I don't think he would. I don't think he would come to Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he would come to Arsenal. I think he'd go to Man United because they're Man United, and for some reason people still think it's a great club when it isn't. I don't think he'd come to Arsenal. Antonio Conte, he's doing great at Inter Milan at the minute. I don't think we'd pull him. The reason why I say Mourinho is, I agree with what you say. He did a decent job at Real. He's done okay-ish at Chelsea. Second time, he still won the league with them the second time, And at Man United, I think Man United is a cursed poison chalice.
I was just about to say.
But the thing about Mourinho is he will get results in the first 2 seasons. Then you sack him off. Because it's the 3rd season where it always goes to shit. So, sorry, I'm hijacking on that one.
Okay.
As you can see, Rob is wearing his Liverpool shirt.
As by request, because I was getting so much shit online for it.
Still going through this. Holding, I love him. I think he's great. And I want to see him back in the side ASAP. Same with the 2 fullbacks. And I want to give Callum Chambers a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
It was the Premier League table where we think the teams are going to end after the first 10 games. As in, yeah. Oh, okay. So every quarter of the season where we think the teams will end up.
Okay, we'll do that.
That's something we can do. Yeah,
We'll do that. We'll do that. And thank you for answering the questions, both you and Watson. Mane is going to be in there. I agree with you that Sterling's going to be top, and I'm unsure about Oba at the minute. Thank you for your comments, though.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
We want to see more of them down below from our regulars and also some new regulars if you guys turn up.
Thank you, guys.
I'm looking at you, new follower. So there we are, another week of Premier League Untitled in the books, and I'm sure it's an unconventional one this week. We've tried to do something a bit different, keep it spiced up and really red, and now not so red. It's... If you like that format and you want us to do more of the live viewings that aren't that live, but they're edited afterwards, so you can see our reactions, let us know in the comments below. Rob has already asked you a question this week, hasn't he? Mm-hmm. What was the question?
Leicester top 6.
Leicester top 6, but I'm going to ask you
Go
again.
One further.
That if you did enjoy this week, why not share it with your friends who like football? We've already had 1 new subscriber this week.
We're 1 off 200.
1 off 200, and there will be a special 200 video if we get there.
If we get there.
So you can ensure that it happens if you share it, you like, you subscribe, and you also comment and hit the notification bell. ding ding ding, so that whenever we put out a new video, you guys can see our content. We are going to ask you one more question, which I did ask in the live viewing itself. I don't know whether it'll make the cut at this point, but that is, do you want to see us broaden the content, and do you want to see our opinions on characters, you know, comic book characters, our favourite fandoms and why we enjoy them, or just talk about movies and TV series that are coming out? We touched on Joker with Joaquin Phoenix that I'm really looking forward to. But let us know in the comments below, and again, I'll leave Rob to do the proper outro.
The proper outro. Oh goodness, the pressure. Remember guys, if you really enjoyed this episode, make sure you like it, share it, check out all our links that'll be in the description. That includes Instagram, Twitter, Twitch,
Facebook, and our cool merchandise, which is on Teespring.
Be sure to check out Sam's reviews. I always say it every time, but that's because they're so great. We've obviously got loads of other video game content, and I'm sure we'll be adding to it soon. We haven't been as consistent on the live streams lately, but
no, we're going to kick that back in, and the beauty of that will be, it will be FIFA Pro Clubs, FIFA 19 Pro Clubs for the last time before FIFA 20 rolls on through.
Which comes out on Friday, doesn't it?
Which comes out on Friday. So we will give you a double dose of Pro Clubs this week. We'll give you one final FIFA 19 with a big send-off. Please come along and support the Foreskins. To win our final league or whatever it is, and then join us at the beginning of the next season, where there's a hell of a lot more customization, and you will see some crazy shit. We've been working away on Ark before all of our base got destroyed.
We were going to do a live stream of it, but we got raided, and I was actually playing when it happened. I just saw Draxus 100 has died, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh.
But we do have a load of footage which is going into this Ark review that I keep telling you that is going to come out, but it takes you don't understand how long I take putting these things together. It's easily about a 10-hour job, 14-hour job.
Easily,
getting it to the level that I want to. So it will be coming. Please hold still. So this is the longest outro ever. Thank you for your support, guys, and we will see you next week for Premier League Untitled, and let us know if you want Champions League and Europa League Untitled. Bye.
Thank you, guys.